Okay, so just kind of last thing here. Here's something interesting. You said Kyle Kulinski's your friend, and
Yeah.
he did a debate on the Drunken Peasants one that you were moderating between him and RazorFist. I know that you're a
Right.
moderator, so I guess you're not supposed to really give your opinion necessarily, but I don't think anyone's really gonna object to it. I
Well,
was curious as to what
the
your opinion was.
um, I feel like obviously people are going to have their own decisions about, oh, well, this person was more close to my ideology, so I think this or that. But in terms of just debate tactics
Mm-hmm.
and presentation and so many other things across the board, I think Razor Fist came unprepared to the debate
Mm-hmm.
compared to the preparation that Kyle had done. Kyle took it very seriously. Razor Fist took it very cavalierly, and I think that the public reaction to the debate speaks for itself. I can't tell you how many comments I read that said, I agree with Razor Fist on more of these issues, but I still think he lost.
Mm.
That to me is one of the most powerful things in the world because people love being agreed with. So when you feel disappointed in how your own ideas were defended by the person who's supposed to be out there espousing them, that's a problem. But I don't think it's a case of Razor Fist not having the talent to be able to do that debate. I just don't think he knew how seriously Kyle was taking it. I think he underestimated his opponent. And I think that he won't make that mistake again.
And so, so you're saying you think Kyle performed better, essentially?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious.
Okay. All right,
I don't
man.
think it's controversial to say that. I will say this. Razor Fist recently made a video where he was talking about the North Korea issue.
Yeah.
And he was showcasing how the South Korean President Moon, I believe, was giving a lot of credit to Donald Trump for bringing North Korea and Kim Jong-un to the table, and said that even these fire and fury comments that everyone was so aghast with might have actually done something to bring Kim Jong-un to the table. Maybe he was actually scared into coming to that table by that kind of rhetoric.
Yeah, but I just seen literally a couple hours ago Kim Jong Un saying that he deserves no credit and that it was complete BS for Trump to claim
Right.
that he actually did anything and that he actually. And I honestly I don't mean to like interject.
Sure, but
here
I mean
too
that's
much.
that's Kim Jong Un's though. I mean,
Yeah, but
I mean, I think that President Moon probably a little more trustworthy. But the point is not that. The point is that that did happen. The president did say that. We can speculate about the reasons. That's fine. But Razor Fist kind of brought it up as saying, hey, Kyle really disagreed with me on this issue on that debate. But now it looks like my position to a greater extent has been vindicated. And I kind of brought it to Kyle to say, maybe you want to have some kind of response to that. And Kyle said he was not interested in responding to it. I hope he doesn't mind me bringing it up here, but I actually do think it'd be worth responding to, not because, of Razor Fist, not because of that, but just because, I think we should talk about the North Korea thing because, Trump is getting credit for it in a lot of circles. He's getting credit for it from the president of South Korea. Now that might just be a professional diplomatic
that's
thing.
what I think it is personally.
Yeah. And that could very well be the case, but I think that it needs to be discussed. So even if Kyle doesn't bring up the Razor Fist issue, I'd really like to see Kyle's opinion on that. I don't know. Maybe he's already done a video on it.
And Trump is all over this. Now, as I said, Kim represents no threat to anybody except South Korea. South Korea has figured out how to deal with him. Moon handled this whole thing himself. Moon ran for president on a platform of bringing Kim in and helping out and bringing peace to North and South Korea without expelling Kim. Kim now has like an 80%, the dictator of North Korea has like an 80% approval rating in South Korea. It was only 20% just a year or so ago. So this is what's going on. It's not Donald Trump who's making this happen. It's Moon Jae-in. It is the president of South Korea, the newly elected president of South Korea.